Martha, thank you so much for joining me today, and I want to thank you so much for choosing Nutrequal. I've been going over the food logs that you sent. Thank you so much for taking the time to send those in. You know, I see that you're making some really powerful steps to overcome your polycystic ovary syndrome, but there are definitely a few areas where I could see some room for improvement.
Okay, great.
You mentioned you were wondering if old produce affects the nutritional quality of food?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't use words like ancient or decrepit or 1 foot in the grave. So rather than words like old, we prefer the term mature produce, okay?
Okay, sure. As you know, I really want to learn more about eating for my condition. There's so much confusing information online. So I was wondering if you had any tips about the ratio of proteins to carbs to fats.
We also don't use words like fat or heavy or chunky or disgusting type of large. This is a body positive space, okay? So rather than words like that, we prefer to use the term fuller bodied nutrients.
Okay, so the ratio of fuller bodied nutrients I should be eating.
I truly believe that every nutrient is beautiful.
Right. Okay. Another question. Do tomatoes count as a fruit or as a vegetable? And I just wasn't sure if they were okay to eat with PCOS. I wasn't sure about nightshades.
Oh, Martha. Do we really need to make the tomatoes choose? We as a society, we're so obsessed with putting labels on things and putting things in boxes. If the tomato wants to be a fruit, we can let it be a fruit. And if it wants to be a vegetable, we can let it be a vegetable. You know, we don't need to buy into this false produce binary imposed on us by food scientists.
Again, I'm really just trying to get some tips for eating with PCOS. So for example, if I have really strong food cravings,
food lust,
and have a binge day,
surplus food day,
would something like a lower carb diet,
a discriminatory Italian diet,
help with that?
Well, when some people want to move from food as a trigger to food as fuel, they like to follow the liquid vegetable consumption protocol.
Isn't that just a cleanse?
Oh, Martha. Unfortunately, cleanse has some darker implications that we here at Nutrequal are absolutely not associated with. And to call it a cleanse would imply that your gut is this dirty, grimy, disgusting place when liquid vegetable consumption is just drinking blended spinach 3 times a day, every day, for 1 week a month.
Is that not just encouraging disordered eating?
Nourishment fasting.
Look, aren't there any tips you can give me for eating with PCOS?
Well, Martha, I mean, every beautiful body really has its own needs, and I honestly couldn't say.
You know what? That's it. I am out of here. I can't believe you charge $150 for this bullshit when you're just some quacked up snake oil salesman.
Salesperson.
Ah!